All right, so ready. We're gonna count down 3, 2, 1. Cool, so as you can see, I can rough him up. It protects his chest, his collarbone, his shoulders. Right now, it is actually deflating, so after about 5 seconds, it slowly deflates. So there's a tiny microscopic hole that will slowly deflate. So, if you do get in an accident, you're not sitting there basically, bundled up in an airbag, and it will slowly deflate. So, but as you can see, it's pretty solid. A few quick fun facts about the system and how it works is basically it works with 3 gyroscopes and 3 accelerometers as well as a GPS. So 7 different sensors inside of what we call the brain, and those all talk to each other about 1,000 times per second. So it's understanding, is it going off, or if a rider's about to go off the bike, is he being airborne, if he's crashing. And from detection to complete inflation is about 45 milliseconds. So to put that in perspective, it's about 200 milliseconds to blink your eye. So often we get, the questions of, well, is it going to go off in time if I get off my bike? And it's 200 milliseconds is to blink your eye. So really that puts it in perspective. The road version versus the racing version kind of react in different ways. Obviously, there's different types of crashes on a road or on a track versus on the regular public road. So on a track race, on the track, there's 2 different types of crashes. There's a low side and there's a high side. If you low side, basically you slide out, the motorcycle slides out, it's not going to go off unless you start to tumble. So once you start to rotate in the wrong way, it's going to go off. And then there's a high side, which basically is when you get flung from the bike. Obviously, that's the more dangerous crash. That's how a lot of injuries happen. On the road version, obviously, it has to work in a different way because there's obstacles. It's just different conditions. So the algorithm is adjusted just a little bit differently to understand, what's going on the bike.